Welcome to the episode, everyone. You're tuned in to Let's Talk About X. My name is Hunter, and we're joined by a wonderful group of guests. As today, we talk about the worst war possible. Is it fucking Russia and Ukraine? No. Is it the Nazis versus the entire world? No. Is it the Germans versus No, it's not. It's Pokemon versus Digimon. Oh, how dare you! Oh my God! And so we brought on a bunch of experts to help me decide Pokemon versus Digimon. What's up? What's really up? And so let's go around the horn. Let's go alphabetical, I guess, because that's just the easiest way. Starting with Aurethious. Aurethious, how's it going today?
It's going well, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fucking fine. I'm fine. Are you fine when
Sure.
Pokemon loses this argument?
I mean, I'm sure I'll find a way to get over it.
I'll live. Next we have Lad. Lad, how's it doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing all right. It's fun to see your face finally here, you know. For those who didn't see episode 7, because you're like, I'm not into cooking shows. Here he is. He's real.
At last, you can see part of my wall. Oh my God, it's terrible. Better hide this Russian jersey behind me.
Oh yeah, that's a Russian jersey. Whoa! And then finally, Zexxios, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. I don't know how I'm gonna fall on this this argument actually.
Wow, it's funny that you mention that. So I guess, like, for transparency's sake, before we dive right in, we are going to dive right in too. But for transparency's sake, I do tend to lean just a tad more towards Digimon. But I've played
A tad?
Yeah, a tad, dude. When you think about it, I've played pretty much just as much Pokemon as I had Digimon. Right? It's just when I'm critical of Digimon, no one cares. When I'm critical of Pokemon, how fucking dare you? So everyone thinks like I'm ardent Digimon. I'm just no.
Now,
So
is that really because of the difference between Digimon and Pokemon, or is that just because there's so far few people playing Digimon that there's not enough people to complain?
is that a shot or an actual question?
Take it as you will.
I mean, column A, column B. There's a lot of people go, well, Pokemon has more players, so clearly it's better. How dare you criticize it? I'll criticize anything, sweetie. Like, fuck you. Fuck this thing. Fuck that thing. Fuck Nurse Jenny in a good way. Oh, fuck it all. Fuck Gardevoir, I guess. You know, you see a lot of fan art of that. Sure. What Aurethious knows? Aurethious is like...
It took a whole 5 seconds for Aurethious to go facepalm.
Yeah. Well, I was shocked how long we were dragging it out for. Listen, hey, Digimon equivalency. Fuck Renamon.
I'll have to say this.
If you Googled it, you would be like, oh, that's a Digimon? Because I've seen furry art of that. You would know. You would fucking know.
I'm scared to Google anything that we're about to talk about.
No, it's just Pokemon versus Digimon. Yeah, so no, I've played, for Pokemon, I've played Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 technically, like Pokemon Stadium. I've done fucking Gen 8, is it? Sword and Shield? Gen 8. And then for Digimon, I've done Digimon World 1, 2, 3, Next Order, Cyber Sleuth, fucking. So I'm pretty in the middle, honestly. Just saying. What about you, Aurethious? Where do you fall in on all this? What's your experience on both sides?
I mean, I've been playing Pokemon since Gen 1 all the way through current.
Right.
And the only Digimon experience I have is Digimon World.
Which is perfect.
Oh, actually, in that Digimon digital card battle game thing, whatever that was.
That was cool, yeah.
But yeah, so my experience level is slanted heavily towards the Pokemon side.
Interesting. So you're pretty much coming at this from a defend Pokemon stance.
I mean, I just don't know enough about Digimon. I'm not going to trash what I don't know, you know?
Fair enough. Well, we shall see if we can maybe get a little more Digimon into your brain there. What about you, lad? Where do you fall in on all this?
I fall kind of down the middle, maybe a little leaning to Digimon.
Ah,
I pretty much, the only thing I know about him is from the TV shows and all that. That's really about it. I played some of the games, but most of my knowledge is by TV shows, movies, and all that.
it's good because I don't remember too much. I know a little bit about the movies, but the TV shows I'm pretty much blank on. So it's good to maybe have an expert in that area, an expert.
You say that, but I don't really care about both.
Yeah, I'm a fucking Monster Ranchers fan. It's like, wait a second, you bitch. I'm here representing Team Yokai Watch. Fuck off.
Oh,
What about you, Zex? Where do you come from in all this?
So, when I was like 12 or 13, I was obsessed with Pokemon, like
Sure.
heavily in Gen 1 when
Sure.
when Pokemon first came out. I was obsessed with it. I played a lot of that. I played Pokemon Pinball. I watched the show. Tons of Pokemon. Then I stopped playing Pokemon after Gen 1 and didn't play it again, other than like dabbling in what was it? Heart Gold or Soul Silver. I think it was Soul Silver I played, but
The remake?
I think that was Gen 4, right, Ari?
Yeah, that was the Gen 4 remakes of the Gen 2 games, Gold and Silver.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I played Soul Silver, but I didn't ever beat it. I think I just played it and I was like, okay, whatever. And then I played Gen 8 with you guys on the IPL and did the competitive thing, which was fun for a while. Yeah, I haven't touched it since then at all. And on the Digimon side, the only thing I know about Digimon is what I had from the fucking Digimon World challenge that Trash made me play that piece of shit game for 2 hours.
Whoa!
So,
Hey, that's one of the greatest games the PS1 ever fucking accidentally dropped. Okay, you know? That's one of the
pretty good, damn good.
It's a good game.
Oh.
Once you understand it, it's a great game. You shake your head. I would love to talk for 2 hours about why you're wrong about fucking Digimon World, but we gotta start talking about Pokemon vs Digimon. I'll give you.
this is just going to end up like our Star Wars conversation last night on stream.
Just fucking you and your love of Star Wars. Why must you love shitty stuff? What's your big reason for? I know why Aurethious hates Digimon World, and it's because of the death mechanic, right? Why? What's your one big reason that Digimon World is not for you? And I will tell you why you're wrong.
Numamon.
Numamon. What's wrong with Numamon? You fucked up as a parent. You get that. It's just like in real life. If you fuck up as a parent, you get a school shooter. Numamon's the school shooter of Digimon.
So the only thing I'll say, I agree. The biggest gripe I have with the game is the death mechanic. However,
Yeah.
the other frustrating thing is that there aren't any tells or indicators generally that you did mess up. Because when I ran through, when we did the Ion Game Challenge version of Digimon World,
Yeah.
I ended up with a Numamon, and I'm like, I don't understand how I got a Numamon. Like nothing pointed this into this direction. Like it did not tell me how I screwed up. So it's like, how can I fix it if you don't tell me? If you tell me I screw up, great, I can make adjustments. If you don't tell me I screw up, I'm just gonna keep screwing up.
And that is
my main complaint about Digimon World as well. Like if I had known what I was doing wrong, I could have fixed it on the next Digimon. But
and see, and now this is where I'm fair. People don't. I say people, strangers who tune into my shit don't realize like this guy's shitting on insert thing here, Pokemon, Super Mario 64, whatever the fuck, and it's Star Wars. It's like, listen, I'm fair. I'll shit on anything that needs to be shit on. And so in the case of Digimon World, one of my biggest gripes is that, and it's kind of going into what you guys talk about, it doesn't give you enough info, like about fucking anything. It doesn't tell you about requirements for raising your guy. It doesn't tell you about how stats affect this. Like, you are just dropped in, help Help me.
here's this digital monster. It shits on the floor. have fun. That's
It doesn't
what
even
does.
it doesn't even warn you like, hey, when you shit outside, it's there until you get a Numamon to eat that. It doesn't even tell you that. You just think like forever, like I've got shit on the floor. I probably as a kid quit playthroughs because I don't want to look at shit. So I'll be
You
fair
gotta
as
be a
fair.
good parent.
What?
That's why you got to be a good parent.
That's
Take
why you
them
got to
the
be a good
washroom,
parent. You get
lazy
Numamon.
bastards.
Well then, with that all out of the way, and with them thoroughly proven that Digimon World's the greatest game ever made, we're gonna fucking dive in to Pokemon versus Digimon. I realize now I explained the format before we started recording, so I'll have to explain it again, guys. I'm sorry. But to viewers, what we're going to be doing is I found a collection, just a small collection, of Pokemon and Digimon who are similar in design and background, like, you know, their description, if you will, their story, whether it's a Pokedex entry or a Digicyclopedia entry. And we're literally just going to put them side by side. We talk about their designs, we talk about their background, and then each of us gives a point to which we think is the better character. And then we move on. And at the end, that will, in the most fairest way possible I could think of, determine who is at least a stronger character. Not necessarily a better franchise, because there's more to it than characters, but at least as far as a design point goes, who's got a little more firepower. You know? Does that sound fair to you guys here with me now?
Sure.
Yes.
To the viewers,
Sure.
you don't get a say. You just watch this and start shaking. You've already fucking probably turned off. He hates Star Wars? Yeah, Jesus Christ, that was a throwaway line. Move
Report
on.
the video.
Yeah, exactly. That's a completely different episode, you fuckers. All ready for number one? Round one?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Round number one.
I'm ready to be hoodwinked.
This is the thing too. When we were planning this episode, it said something like, "This seems like a setup, man."
I
This seems like
believe it's the setup.
you still believe it's a setup. Let's start. Let's start with the mascot of Pokemon. Let's start with Pokemon's mascot. In this round, we'll talk Pikachu versus Elecmon. Pikachu versus Elecmon. Two electric rodents, if you will. Before I get into their biography, I guess we can talk design before we talk biography. Is there anything anyone wants to say when it comes to Pikachu versus Elecmon?
So I've never seen a Elecmon before, but
Okay.
that looks like a frog
Okay.
combined with a Bulbasaur.
It's gonna be all Pokemon, fucking
Oh,
dude. It looks like they took a peacock and a red fucking pen.
I'm just looking at the face. The face is just straight up frog,
Sure.
and the feet. I guess I should say Ivysaur, not Bulbasaur, because it's got like longer claws. But Pikachu is, I think, a perfect design. Like that is.
I bet you guys didn't know Zex was a Pokemon biologist.
I didn't know this is great. We're getting.
Oh.
I was expecting this argument out of fucking Aurethious, not Zex. Dude, he's got the eyes of Rattata. I'm just saying. What? Anyone? Says Zex, very fair. Is that good though? Is that bad? What are you thinking?
Oh no, I hate it.
Pikachu.
Pikachu
you
is the
hate-
winner for me. There's even though I hate yellow, the way that they combine Pikachu's colors, I think works very well for the Pokemon.
You just don't like Elecmon's design at all?
No,
It's striking.
I like the ears. That's about it.
All right, what about you two? What about you? So we already kind of got a lead on where he's going, but we haven't got to the biographies yet. But just purely design-wise, what about you guys?
Pikachu's a very classic design though for what Pokemon is though.
Absolutely.
I think that looks good. But Elecmon looks pretty good. I do like the different colors of Elecmon, like the red and the blue.
He looks dangerous. He
But-
looks like he's electric.
Yeah, but Pikachu's just very classic and iconic in a sense, so
I get
it's
that.
lean towards him. Yeah.
Also, well, okay, if this is an electric Digimon, why would they make it red? Like, the reason Pikachu is yellow is because it's associated with lightning. Lightning is associated with yellow. So, why would they make Elecmon red?
That sounds like why is Voltorb red? Voltorb's electric.
Yeah, but he's supposed to look like a Pokeball.
Oh, you got no answer.
Why? But why does he look like a Pokeball?
I don't know. Is he on this list? Trash? Do you have a Voltorb in here?
Listen, we're talking Pikachu versus Elecmon right now. You set your traps for later. What about you, Aurethious? What are you? Red is electric. Red's not electric. What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm not even worried about the color. But
Okay.
Like, nothing about this thing screams electric to me.
Okay.
So like, I mean, but that's whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh my god. I'm not a huge fan of the design of Elecmon. It looks like a chimera looking thing. Like it's just like Zex kind of. It's like it looks like a mishmash of things put together.
Sure.
It just, I mean, I don't know.
No, I get it.
I mean, we're also comparing like the standard bearer mascot of Pokemon to an electric Digimon. Like Elecmon isn't a big mascot of Digimon, right? No.
No, Elecmon's been around for. He's
Isn't it like
like.
Agumon or something?
What's that?
Isn't it like Agumon or something like that? Isn't that like the
Agumon is typically the mascot.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Trash, your video is frozen. If you minimize Discord, it's gonna not capture movement. There you go. You fixed it.
Oh, is that what's up? How do I? Okay,
It's fine now.
Is good
It's
now?
working.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was minimizing the wrong thing, boys.
Don't worry, guys. We had no technical issues before we started this. Like, so this is the first hiccup we've had.
Yeah.
No.
road bump.
It hasn't been a fucking hour trying to set up for this stream. Everyone else was fine. It's not like I was the only one with problems being the host and all.
If there's any technical issues, it's on your guys' end.
It isn't Pikachu's fault. I will say this. Pikachu's design, I do like Pikachu's design a lot. I think the electric tail is cheesy in a way I like. You all know I like cheesy. I like schlock. The red cheeks, I think it's perfect. Red, though, how is that electric? Anyway, yellow, brown, and black, I think it's just a good color. I like Pikachu's design quite a bit. I prefer fat Pikachu. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
You know? But
Original first episode of
where he's
Pokemon.
a sphere essentially. Yeah, well,
Yeah, he's just a fat blob.
I know him from the comic books, right? Yeah, he was just this big. He was more of a gerbil. Elecmon is a fucking abomination to God. I hate Elecmon's design. I've hated it forever. I hate the way he walks. I hate the way he looks. I almost like the color scheme's probably the best part about him, and even then, it's blah. So, design-wise, Elecmon's going into this fucking on a downtrend. But let's talk about who they are as people. When Pikachu meet, this is so I took right up from Pokemon.com.
Are we doing Pokedex entries here?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Pokedex entries versus the Digimon encyclopedia blurbs, right? When Pikachu meet, they'll touch their tails together and exchange electricity through them as a form of greeting. Elecmon possess 9 tails, and during battle, it fans out its tail like the plumage of a peacock to intimidate its opponent. So we have 2 electric rodents that both have tail write-ups. 2 rodents, both electric.
So
The
Pikachu
Elecmon things didn't even mention anything about being electric, did it?
His name is Elecmon. But no, it literally did not mention anything about electricity.
Yeah. That's the thing. If I saw this thing, I would have no. I'd be like, I don't know what this thing does.
What, he's red and blue? Is he fire and water?
most of the we'll get on that. Yeah, I'm sure you have a water Pokemon in here somewhere.
What?
Stop spoiling the podcast.
I don't know what Pokemon or anything that's in here. Yeah.
So
That's yeah.
we've talked about designs. I've given you the description. I think maybe I'll do the description with the designs from now on. That was the
I like
trial
that
run.
idea.
But what do you think? Everyone gets a point to award. I will start. I'll even be fair. This one, to me, Pikachu versus Elecmon, I give it to fucking Pikachu. I think Pikachu's a better character just around. The write-up leaves nothing to be desired. I don't give a fuck about them touching fucking tails. I don't care about them frotting tails for electricity or greetings or nothing, but I just think it's just a better design.
I mean, I'll since no one else is going to jump in here.
No, so it's so quiet. I'm going to leave that whole pause. I'm not even going to cut that out. That's going in the final episode.
I don't know what order to go in. You
I
should just say we should do the same order every time. Do Aurethious, Lad, me, and then yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Aurethious, Lad, Zex, then me. Is that how we do it?
Oh no, I think you should go first on the grade.
Oh, I go first.
Just go trash, Aurethious, Lad, me.
Trash, Aurethious, Lad, Zex. From now on, that's how we'll do it. I did it, so Aurethious.
Okay. The caveat: I'm not a huge fan of Pikachu, mostly because of the anime. I think it's super annoying in the anime.
Yeah.
The fact that they like had to come up with ways for Ash to be able to win with it, like when they had the stupid sprinkler system go off in the Pewter City gym against Brock, so it can hit Nonix. No, it doesn't work. But yeah, we got to go with Pikachu here. I mean, it's iconic.
This is not the first time I've heard this from Aurethious too.
Can I say though, that's actually one of the better. Like you're shitting on that angle. I think it's fucking fantastic that they treated. That's the most realistic Pokemon shit ever.
You know how many kids probably tried to beat Brock with their Pikachu after that, and we're like, why isn't it working? It worked in the show.
I don't give a fuck about kids. I only care about me. If I had a Pikachu, man, I was a Pokemon trainer, I would just carry a bucket of water with me wherever I go. Like, you're so fucked, Geodude.
Whatever. To be fair, any kid that was modeling how they play the game off of Ash was going to be terrible at the game anyway.
He didn't win until like fucking a year ago. It's been 30 years.
Actually, apparently, like last night they aired an episode and he became the world champion.
Finally, yeah, it was like trending on Twitter this morning. I was like, what?
Who gives a fuck? God, I hate Pokemon.
I wonder who's biased in this fucking argument.
Hey, I just gave a point to Pokemon, so shows what the fuck you know.
Yeah, but look what its competition was. The thing is an abomination to God.
Like, don't steal my line! Don't steal my jokes! I said that 5 minutes ago, you cocksucker! Lad.
Just reiterating your point.
Lad, it's your turn now. What are you going? Digimon or Pokemon in this instance? Pikachu or Elecmon?
It's Pikachu. Pikachu is very iconic, and comparing with Elecmon, no competition.
All right, fair enough. And Zach's clearly Elecmon.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Obviously Pikachu, but I just this thing is an eyesore. The more I look at it, the more I hate it.
Yeah, and the worst part is I'm coming at it from like a gameplay point of view, right? You guys only got a picture or whatever experience you have with Elecmon. I know him from the show. I know him from the fucking game. He sucks. Elecmon fucking stinks.
At least Pokemon did things to help Pikachu in the game because of how much they promoted it. They were like, wow, this Pokemon's kind of weak, so we actually need to like give it help. So they gave it like its own special item so it could be better.
Is what's that shit called? Plot armor? Pikachu had plot armor?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so Pokemon take a huge 4-point lead in this, huh? How about that? But fair is fair. We did Pokemon's mascot. Let's do Digimon's mascot as we go Charmander versus Agumon.
Ooh.
What are y'all thinking?
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
This is going to be a good one. Who wants to start it off? Zex, you sound like you're excited. Get in there, fucker. Oh, I guess, wait. I guess we said we were going to do the description as well. at the start.
Oh yeah. Do the
Yeah.
description first. Yeah.
Charmander, from the time it is born, a flame burns at the tip of its tail. Its life would end if the flame were to go out. Yeah, right, fair. Agumon, its strength is weak as it is still in the process of growing, but it has a fearless and rather ferocious personality.
So when you can kill a Charmander just by dumping water on his tail?
Yeah,
There's an anime episode about that.
there's multiple ones. Because remember when all of a sudden all the Pokemon could talk like Meowth does, and they're in a cave. And, oh, it's raining. Told my tail, fuckers. I remember.
He's so wet!
Yeah. Quick, everyone, spit on him. Aurethious disgusted. I don't remember this episode at all.
I remember it was like one of the first episodes, wasn't it? It was like first season. What?
And like I said, it was a short before, I think, the Mewtwo movie, too. This is the one I'm talking about where they're talking.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wow,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was like Pikachu's Vacation or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
What about that?
Okay, I'm gonna say something now
Hey, damn it!
about Agumon.
Agumon.
This is a fucking lazy design. This is just a miniature dinosaur. Okay?
What is it? Charmander's not as well? It's just a
What the
giant
fuck is
salamander.
Charmander?
Okay, if I'm comparing the two,
Yes!
the one that has the more interesting design is obviously Charmander because it's got a flame tail.
I see
It's
some...
just a
Agumon is a fucking miniature dinosaur with really creepy looking arms.
At least he's...
And then- more better looking than Charmander, actually.
No, I don't like it.
like, dude...
Also, having played with this thing during the challenge,
Yeah.
it made me hate it even more. So,
Oh, you're biased, then.
Oh,
yeah,
unbelievable.
one I've seen, and I've played with both. Like, I've done a Charmander in red, and now I've played the Agumon. But
Shame. I'll be even more real than all y'all motherfuckers. As a kid, I thought fucking Charmander was cool. No, sorry, correction. I thought what Charmander turns into is cool. A la Charizard and Charmeleon and all that. I thought Charmander was like, he's a wimp. Fucking go. Like, look at him there in the picture versus Agumon. He's like roundy and smooth and he's baby-like. I hate him.
honestly, you probably should have used Charmeleon to do this comparison because Charmeleon has similar claws to Agumon.
You're looking way too far into this. I'm just comparing baby dinosaur versus baby dinosaur. Doot.
Yeah, but Charmeleon looks more dinosaur-like. That's the thing.
Pterodactyl
Charmander.
looks even more dinosaur-like. Like, what are you saying? I don't know. What are you guys saying over there? I'm just saying, like, fucking Charmander looks like shit, in my opinion, and fucking Agumon is just fucking nothing to me. So design-wise, they're both bleh. They're both porridge.
I never really cared about Charmander that much. He wasn't really my favorite of the starter Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah. Agumon, I don't mind. He's interesting looking.
Sure.
And I do kind of prefer him over Charmander.
Sure. What about you there, Aurethious? You're sitting there confused looking.
So, I mean, I hope you're not going to show all Gen 1 Pokemon, because I have a huge affinity for Gen 1 Pokemon, because that's where I started.
There is a bunch of Gen. Well, that's the funny part. I think all of us are Gen 1ers, so there's a lot of Gen 1, but it's not all Gen 1. No.
I like Charmander. The one thing I'm noticing, I'm looking at now, I'm seeing both of the pictures.
Yeah.
You know that you put up.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the Digimon eyes.
Well, that's something funny. Just like with Pokemon, you'll see them change throughout the years. Like, you notice I put the years up there of when they came out.
Yeah.
You'll see the eye designs will change, just like with Pokemon. I mean, fuck, in this instance, we have 2 Gen 1 Pokemon and their eyes are completely different, but like, you will see that. But I notice the same thing. They look like marbles in the fucking first gen.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's something, there's just something that just, I don't know.
Moist.
They look like the beams from a bubble bobble.
But I think, and you'll have to maybe speak to this better than I can, because again, my Digimon experience is very limited.
Sure.
But I'm looking at these two, and like I feel like it's like a clear distinction between the direction, and this is just going off of art. It's like, okay, Pokemon is more cutesy, more kid oriented, and like Digimon is supposed to be like, I don't know, tougher.
Go on. It's not quite, but go on. I get what you're saying.
I'm just love the designs, and like the first form of most of the Pokemon are generally cute.
Yeah.
And then they as they evolve, they kind of get more, battle hardened look, I guess. But like,
yes.
I'm looking at like Agumon here, and like, he's little dude, but he's not cute.
He's not cute. No, he's got a little gut on him. He's a little beer gut. He's got fucking muscles under his fat gut.
You got like veins coming out of his arms.
He's all varicose looking.
It's like if a Charmander got into bodybuilding and started doing heroin.
Cut that fucking tail off. I don't need this fucking fire tail shit.
Yeah, just fucking kill it.
Snip me, bitch.
Like if you took someone who had no knowledge of Pokemon or Digimon and you put these two in and you said, who would win in a fight, Charmander or Agumon? They'd be like, oh, Agumon, that thing looks like it's mean. The Charmander thing looks like it's just gonna go right down to the fetal position in this fight.
Agumon's just in there feeding shots. It's so the whole design premise for Digimon, like a lot of people consider, oh, Digimon, they're just fucking ripping off Pokemon. Digimon was actually meant to be the male focused version of Tamagotchi in Japan. Right? And so hence all their designs are like rockets and metal padding and fucking skulls and shit, because it's meant to be like, yeah, we're men with fucking Tamagotchis, you know? And when that
is big.
yeah, when that transferred over to the show, to like the games and like the bigger games, the shows and whatnot, yeah, it came off very much like that, where Pokemon had a good scale of young to old. Digimon started off looking haggard, and instead of getting like meaner looking, they just got like more rockets and skulls attached to them as they grew up and shit, you know?
Became a nuclear arms race of Digimon.
It really does, and you will see that as we go through this list. You're like, motherfucker.
Oh, good. I'm glad you put some of those on here. This is gonna be good.
We started off slow, but like I fucking made sure the selection choice was perfect. Not that this is a setup by any means, but I fucking really planned out how we do this. But with that said, I'm gonna give my point to just barely Charmander. Just because I like the fire tail equals death, and the fact that that's not just a Pokedex entry, that's something that's like established. They did it in the show and everything. I like the fact its life source is right there, like a candle, so to speak. So just on that, design wise, it actually loses to Agumon, but the story is enough to give Charmander the win, in my opinion. Next would be Aurethious.
I gotta go with Charmander. I like Charmander, and I just look at Agumon and I'm just like, I don't know, the eyes. It's got dead eyes.
Like doll's eyes.
Charmander just looks happy, and Agumon just looks like a...
Agumon's got a big smile on his face. Look at him.
Hey, you see his smile.
Agumon might canonically...
That's a smile?
That's a smile. Canonically, Agumon might be the happiest Digimon out there. Maybe. Top 20 for sure.
Man,
he doesn't give a fuck.
Real miserableness in the Digimon world.
You wait till we see what comes later. There's some miserable motherfuckers. Lad, what do you say?
Barely definitely going to give it to Agumon.
Whoa! The first Digimon point. It's on the board.
Yeah, Charmander looked stupid. I would kill all of them if I could.
I would fuck him, hit him with my Buick.
No, I would just burn out their tail. Oh, the water got into it. Oops.
I'm out there with a bucket of water to help my Pikachu attack better, and Lat's throwing water on the opponent's Charmander like, I didn't even have to use a Pokemon, bitch.
I am the Pokemon.
For a second, I got some work to do.
Yeah, I'm a Pokemon master because they are my slaves. Fucking cracking open Geodudes with a fucking pickaxe. Like, holy shit. What an animal. Zex, what about you, man? You know you want to give it to Agumon here.
Nah, definitely Charmander. I think Agumon has some cool properties. He's definitely way better than the last one, the Elecmon or whatever.
Elecmon, sure.
But I am definitely going the same route as Aurethious on the eyes. I definitely prefer the anime eyes over whatever the hell Agumon has.
I don't know.
Cold dead eyes don't really do it for me. So.
I kind of love those marbly eyes, man. There's something about them that just, I don't know, they just draw you in, man. They're like Christian Bale, you know.
Yeah, definitely Charmander point for me.
Fair enough. Well, before we so I went with like more famous ones too. I preloaded the ones we all kind of know, and then it'll get more and more unknown as we go along. So another big one that was almost a mascot in a way for Pokemon. It's Togepi versus Digitamamon. The battle of the eggs. Togepi. The shell seems to be filled with joy. It is said that it will share good luck when treated kindly. Digitamamon. It is covered in an exoskeleton shaped like an egg, and all attacks are rendered meaningless before it. Battle of the eggs, boys.
I know Togepi came out a year after Digitamon.
Yeah, this is the first one that the Pokemon came out after the Digimon.
Oh, I'd never noticed that. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, egg guys, because that doesn't mean nothing, surely. Battle of the eggs is. I mean, does anyone want to start, or should I start? I fucking love Digitamamon's design. You all know when I held a Pokemon event over on our Discord there. I held an egg hatching tournament sort of thing, right? A sequel to another tournament we did. And in the Pokemon tournament's logo, I fucking squeezed Digitamamon in there. I love Digitamamon. He's such a good design. He's such a good design. What about you guys? What are y'all feeling?
Its feet are too big.
What?
Its feet are too big.
Its feet are too. That's why they're not in the egg.
Yeah, what's the deal with Digimon and having humongous feet? Because this is the third one that they've had humongous feet. All three in a row have had humongous feet.
Elecmon had little stumpies. What are you?
Feet?
Yeah, exactly. What are you, fucking a foot fetishist? Okay, listen here, Quentin Tarantino. Elecmon had fucking tiny baby feet. Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, it's like,
What
is this thing? What does this thing end up becoming? And I know that does that even matter? Digimon's so weird as far as evolution goes.
Well, wait, do you want to know?
Some shit.
Do you want to know?
Like, how large its feet are, like, what, the rest of its body, like, completely contorted inside that egg? Like, what?
You don't know what is inside that fucking thing.
You're right.
You don't know.
It's a snake with legs. It's just coiled up in there.
He got big feet because he's top heavy as an egg, but you don't know what's in there. And spoiler, to get to your question that you never asked, Digitamamon is actually at the end of the Digivolution line.
What's before it?
Well, so the way Digimon works, multiple Digimon could turn into multiple other Digimon. So Digitamamon, I think, comes from like Nanimon. He comes from, I think Numamon is somewhere in that fucking line. Obviously, a couple generations back. He's part of the Filth line, but he's like the Filth line coming back to being pure again. Hence why, because when a Digimon dies, it turns into an egg. Well, as opposed to those dirty motherfuckers dying, they don't turn into an egg quite yet. They turn into this thing. It's a pure ultimate egg before it finally truly dies. It's like rebirth. It's Buddhism.
Okay.
You just
So-
doomed this thing in my mind.
Digi-Buddhism.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. Is like now that I know, now that you've informed me of that,
Yes.
that makes me like it less
How the fuck do you like it less?
because it's a Trashmon.
It's fucking redemption.
The pure
It's
version of the Trashmon.
It's
No.
redemption of the Trashmon. It's not Trashmon.
Well, then why is it shoved in a fucking egg?
Because instead of, you know how a phoenix dies and comes back as a baby bird, right?
Yeah, a beautiful baby bird.
Yes. Imagine instead of going into an egg, the egg is now magical before going back to a regular egg. It is an extra step in the line because it's resolving it of its sins. It's Buddhism, my dude.
Okay, so, that aside,
Okay, go on.
this thing looks like it has hooker nails.
Yes! It loves pink and green. Aurethious knows what's up. Pink
I
and
do not
green.
like the color
Pink
of
and
this
green,
thing.
Aurethious.
My colors are green and purple.
Fuck you. Your purple is so
Close enough.
it's
It's close enough.
magenta and emerald. Fuck you.
And I also don't like that you can't see its face. I want to see its face. I
No,
don't
you
want
don't.
the little. It's got. This is another one with stupid eyes. Like
It's
maybe
just
if I could see
yellow
more
dots.
eye,
I
it
was
would be
gonna say
better.
I'll distance myself from Zex on this one. It's just lights. Its eyes are lit up inside of its shell. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a big.
Because it's a mystery on what's inside. You see green feet because it needed feet, obviously. So you're like, what the fuck? There's no Digimon with green feet and pink nails. What the fuck could possibly be inside there? You don't know. You never know. And they never fucking elaborated on it as far as I know. It's him at the end of a line of filth making up for that before being reborn. Hence the egg design and everything.
So, color-wise, if I was looking at both of these just based on color,
Sure.
Togepi is much more pleasing.
What?
color-wise.
That's shitty. It looks like a fucking styrofoam cup from the 90s. Fuck him.
I really like those things. I thought they looked cool.
With the green squiggle and the purple line through. Fuck Togepi.
No, you could make the argument that Togepi's color scheme is more is less dissonant than Digitamamon.
Sure.
Yeah,
You can make some people like very clashing, contrasting colors, and some people don't. Zex apparently does not.
Apparently not.
I do not like contrasting color, but yeah, red and green do not go together for me. I don't like it. But the green
He's colorblind. He's colorblind. Red and green. First of all, you hate Christmas. Second of all, where the fuck is the red? Oh, is red electric? I don't fucking.
The nails are fucking red.
No, they're not.
Yes,
No,
they
they're not.
fucking are.
They're-
What color would you call that?
They're
Magenta.
pink.
They're not pink.
He's colorblind. Oh no,
They're
sex.
pink. Okay.
If you want to get technical,
They're
it's
red. Pink or red. It's a pink or red. Like Togepi has red. That's red. These are pinkish red.
No. Wait,
No,
go around the
what
corner.
you're looking for is magenta. That's the actual color magenta.
I would even go hot pink. I'd even say hot pink. You know,
No,
those are-
hot pink. No, hot pink doesn't look that color. No.
that's pink, dude. That's fucking pink and green.
I'm looking
Oh.
to see if I have anything that's pink. I don't think I own a single thing that's pink.
Whip out
anywhere.
your fucking cock.
Oh, there's a real man over here. Doesn't own anything pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got? Brown nipples under there like the lad? What are you doing? Fucking. With that said, I mean, unless there's something else needing to be said, I'm giving the point obviously to Digitamamon. Digitamamon fucking story rules. Its design rules. I love it. I love it. Aurethious.
I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like Togepi that much either. Togepi was like this big, and it became a super after that because
Aurethious, are you there? Are you there?
Oh, am I muted? Can you not hear me?
No, you were there, but
You were just breaking up.
yeah, you were stuttering so hard. It was almost like you're
Sorry.
mute. No worries.
It
Sorry.
looks like it's on now.
Yeah, you're good
So,
now.
yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of the design of Digitamamon. The story is, I guess, interesting. I don't anything that reminds me or comes from the abominations that are Numamon, Sukamon, any other of those things, it automatically loses points for me.
Sure.
I'm not a huge fan of Togepi either. Just because like I said, it was a focal point in the anime when it was released. It became really annoying after it finally showed up because all it did was cry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I guess I have to give it to Togepi because it just I don't know, man. Those feet, they're killing me here.
Oh, Jesus. You guys and your foot fetish.
Yes, that's definitely what it is.
That's what it is. Lad, what about you?
Hmm. I don't like Togepi's design whatsoever.
Okay.
It is kind of like little pajamas, and I don't like his head. It looks like a Simpsons character.
It does kind of look like a Simpsons character. I never noticed that before. But you're right. It looks like Lisa's hair.
Aurethious goes
Yeah.
back. Yeah, you know what? I hate Simpsons. I'm a King of Hill fan. Cut that shit.
And I like the idea of Digitamon going back to an egg again before being rebirthed.
Now, in
So I'm gonna go
fairness, I
come on.
mean, did I fuck up by giving that detail? That wasn't in the description. That was me throwing that in. Was
I
that
like the
too
idea,
much of
though.
me? I'll try not to
No.
do that in the
It's good to
future.
know that kind of stuff because, like, I already know the stuff about the Pokemon, so
Sure.
it's good to know something
Right.
like that. So
Sure.
And I also hate Togepi crying in the anime.
Fair
Ugh.
enough. Fair enough. So you're gonna go what? You gonna Digimon then?
Yeah, Digitamon.
All right. And then Zex.
I'm going with Togepi, just because, yeah, the feet and all the other things that
the red nails, right?
yeah, the red nails.
The red nails. Yeah, like a hooker. Red nails. I can't wait. I wonder how I'm gonna edit that one. So I'm showing different red and pink things next to each other.
It's gonna be fun.
So next we bring up yet another kind of mascot before we start diving into weird ones. This is gonna not the last familiar one, but this is gonna be like the last obvious comparison. Hopefully, I think as we're doing Meowth versus Gatomon,
Ooh.
the battle
Interesting.
of the cats, the standing talking cats. Meowth. It loves to collect shiny things. If it's in a good mood, it might even let its trainer have a look at its hoard of treasures. Gatomon, although its body is small, it is a precious, holy species Digimon, and its appearance does not match the true strength it possesses.
Why is it wearing mittens?
Yeah, why would a cat wear cat mittens? That was my first question too, Aurethious.
It looks cool.
Does it though?
No, it doesn't. It clashes with the rest of it.
It's wearing fucking gloves. Ooh, they're fucking wearing red gloves. Are they electric red gloves? And they fucking...
What if that's actually the claws that are going through, and that the glove is just a glove? It's fingerless gloves.
What if it's actually that's its actual colors underneath, but it's wearing like a white gimp suit?
Oh, Jesus.
Now what? You don't know what to think.
Don't know
So-
what the fuck to do.
This was actually probably one of the best comparisons that you could have brought to this trash.
Okay.
I fucking hate Meowth's design. I hate Meowth. I
Okay.
hate the stupid coin that he has in the middle of his head. I hated that. I don't like the spikies all over his face.
Sure.
His whiskers?
Yeah. Well, they look like spikes. That's my problem with them. If they were whiskers and
They'd
they
be
look
thinner.
like whiskers, like Gatomon has actual whiskers. Those are fucking whiskers. Whatever the fuck Meowth has, those are not whiskers. Those are face spikes.
You got
So-
tumors.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I also really hated him in the anime and him talking all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like Meowth very much.
That's interesting. Meowth. Yeah, Meowth. Meowth was like
one of the
the.
better characters.
Yeah, exactly. Meowth
Yeah.
is like the Popeye of Pokemon, where you're like everyone would be doing their shit, and Meowth would sneak in like a really dirty joke, like border, child dirty. And you're like, what the? Did he just? Hmm.
Hmm.
I didn't notice, but your brain did.
Yeah, yeah. I'm James, and I'm dressed like a woman. Meowth, I'd fuck him right in the pussy. Like, wait, what? The fuck was that, Meowth? I thought I heard something there. Look at Aurethious. Do I remember that episode? So, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
What
You
did you
posted the lost episodes of Pokemon before and had us watch them.
I have all of them, man. They're great. They're fucking great. Fucking James decides with Jesse decides to enter a bikini contest that Misty's in, even though Misty's obviously not going to win. And fucking James's gimmick is that he's got blow up tits. That throughout every contest he blows a bit bigger and a bit bigger till the final contest they pop finally. Like, you gotta love it. And even Ash and Brock.
This is exactly where you cut that into the video.
Is that what you want? All right. Yeah, it's
do
been
it.
done. It's been done. That just happened
And
just now.
and
then-
we've been copyrighted.
Yeah, and copyright strike.
Yep.
So, what about anyone else? Anyone else? We hear Zex. Zex makes a good point. What about you guys'?
I was never really, based off design purposes,
Yeah.
Gatomon just looked generic to me.
Right.
Like, it's just a cat. Meowth, though, I think just throughout the show had the most personality. That's why I kind of like, oh, he's funny.
Right. Right.
He's the funniest character that we ever had.
Yeah, he's a funnier character than what we've ever had. Poetry, like it rhymes.
Exactly.
What about you, Aurethious?
So I like everything about Gatomon except for the hands.
Except for those fucking hands.
It's just so jarring compared to everything else in the design. Like if you gave it, even if you kept like the size,
Yeah.
and you just changed it from yellow and orange to white and purple to match the rest of the design,
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I love the name. As simple and plain as it is. Oh, we got Spanish for cat, and we're gonna add mon to it.
Yeah.
Like Gatomon, what a cool name. But yeah, the hands just kill me. I can't. I look at that and I'm like, is this thing wearing mittens? Why is it wearing mittens? Is it cold? Was only his hands cold? Why? What's going on here? Did it somehow only get different colored paws?
Is that its
I don't
version
know.
of slappers like UFC?
Yeah, seriously. Like, is it ready to go sparring?
Is there a story on the ring that's on the tail at all, or no?
I have more story on Gatomon as a whole, but the ring itself doesn't mean anything. The ring itself is just purely design. It's like my piercings, like it's just design. You know?
It's there.
When they say Gatomon, it is a precious holy species. Its appearance does not match the true strength it possesses. So, like, you're looking at it, and, as much as you know about Digimon, y'all are probably thinking rookie, right? Rookie level Digimon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Champion.
This is a champion?
This is a champion level. Its thing is literally, it's way more powerful than it lets on. And part of that is because it is a holy type. It's like, it goes into the whole Angewomon and like the dragons and all that branch. It's like godly, it's divinity. So, hence,
It
and
does
now,
look like it's staring into my soul, though. I will say that. It's
and you
I
see,
have
I
a problem with the eyes on this one as much as the other one.
yeah. This one has the least offensive eyes.
It's because they look the most cat-like.
Well, Meowths don't look very cat-like at all, so that's yeah.
For me personally, there's parts of both I like and parts of both I hate. Like you guys, I find the fucking different colored gloves to be like unnecessary. Just like you guys, I find the coin on the head to be like frustrating. Like how's it there? Why is it there? How's it standing? Did he just glue that there? What's he doing? What's his face? So design wise, they both lose for me. But on the flip side, both of them have great fucking character. I love Meowth as a character, even though you said he's annoying. I think he's kind of fun. Gatomon, I love the fact that it's like this just being like, yeah, listen, I look like this now, but my later generations are some of the most famous in all of Digimon because I am godly. So I'm going to jump right ahead to giving a point. It's very close, but I am going to give it to Gatomon on this one. Because at least there's enough there. Like you guys said, if it wasn't for the gloves, the design's all right. It's those gloves that are like, that feels unnecessary. Just like Meowth and its coin. If it wasn't for that coin, yeah, it's a cat. That coin, why is that coin there? Did it grow that? Is that part of his body like Jinx's dress? What's going on?
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I would be totally for Gatomon here, except for the fact that it really is just jarring how off-putting the hands are.
Those gloves are going to piss it all away for it.
Yeah. And again, so I'm coming a lot of this. I mean, I have so much experience with
Oh, we
Pokemon.
lost Zex.
Oh no!
Oh no!
How in the world did you lose me? What? That's not
Your
even
camera.
the cam I'm using.
Oh, Zex.
Hang on, I'll fix it.
Aurethious, go ahead while he fucking...
Yeah. So, I mean, I have such a breadth of knowledge with Pokemon and experience that I'm going to lean that way most of the time anyways.
I
Like I
figured
said,
as much.
especially with Gen 1, and I love Persian. Persian's actually one of my favorite Pokemon.
I will, just to cut in your, which is rude of me, I know. I agree. I agree with you. I like Persian a lot. Go back to you now. Back to you.
Yeah, so I have to go with Meowth here. That whole line. I even like some of the alternate forms of Meowth.
No, you lost me now. Berserker sucks. Alolan Meowth where it sucks. The Meowth where it's like, what's the new one? Where it's like blue and wimpy looking sucks. All the versions suck. Original Meowth is fine. Lad, what about you? Meowth versus Gatomon.
This is close. But I'm just gonna lean because of his personality in the show, Meowth.
You're gonna leave Meowth, fair enough. I get it. Meowth is, I don't necessarily agree with Zex when he says it's annoying. It might be a little much after a while, sure. But I think there's just enough each episode where you go like, thank God, it's necessary.
Someone.
I couldn't, let's put it this way, even if it's annoying, I couldn't imagine Team Rocket without Meowth.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then Zex, obviously, Gatomon. You want those gloves.
I hate the gloves. Other than the gloves, I think that Gatomon is better than Meowth.
I was just going to say, there's no fucking way Zex is going to give Digimon a point.
I am actually going to give Digimon a point this time because like if you had put Persian on this, I've absolutely taken Persian over.
Which is what we were
Gatomon.
saying too. Yeah, we said Persian. Yeah,
but because it's Meowth and fuck Meowth, I go with Gatomon.
Wow!
I think if they had just changed, instead of that being that yellow, if they had just made that like a shade of purple or made the gloves white with like purple accent on them to match the rest of it, then that would be an awesome looking Digimon, like 100%. But yeah, I think even with the horrible gloves, I still give the point to Gatomon.
What's your Gatomon in the back there think of all this?
Oh.
As you're talking about cats, he's running back and forth.
Both of them are in here, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Fair fucking enough. Now we start getting a little, I don't know, less known. I don't know. We're dipping
This is what
out
I've
of
been waiting for the whole time.
Yeah, what are you talking? You got to mix in the knowns with the unknowns. So let's move on to different themes now. We kind of covered mascots, right? Let's start with how about just picking at random, stuffed bears.
Oh God.
Stuffed bears as we go.
Yep, there it is.
Bewear versus Monzaemon.
What the fuck is that thing?
He
Bewear.
looks so angry.
Once it accepts you. Bewear. Once it accepts you as a friend, it tries to show its affection with a hug. Letting it do that is dangerous. It could easily shatter your bones. Monzaemon. From its looks, It's an unmodified plush toy of a bear, so it's rumored that there is someone inside of it. Who got in through the zipper on its back?
Fuck.
What?
That's real creepy. Now, Bewear is one of those ones that if you don't actually take the time to read the Pokedex entries, you're like, oh, this thing's all right.
Yeah.
But when you read the Pokedex entry, it's like, oh, it basically hugs its trainers and kills them.
Love it.
What? That being said, I'm going to be consistent. Bewear's color scheme sucks.
Yes.
It looks
the pink
terrible.
head with like the brownish body, and I got super excited when you said stuffed bears because I thought we were gonna get Teddy Ursa, and I love Teddy Ursa.
Teddy.
I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be Teddy Ursa too.
Teddy Ursa. But Teddy Ursa's not a stuffed bear, right?
He looks like a stuffed bear.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah.
The little baby bear looking thing.
No, yeah. I just quickly searched it now. No. These are literally stuffed bears. Because isn't Bewear also have a zipper on it or something?
I don't think so.
Maybe
But
I'm conflating it.
I mean, it's evolved from Stuffle. So there you go.
So there's definitely thematics at play. Yeah. So for me personally, I do like brown, pink, and white as a cosmopolitan, essentially, color scheme. I like that a lot. It's not done here. It's too black almost. It's something about it. And also, I just don't like. I don't like a giant.
It would be different if there was more pink in the body and it wasn't just like this brown. It basically looks like he's wearing like a brown onesie.
yeah. Coveralls.
Yeah.
So suspenders. And like I said, just something about Bewear just sickens me. Monzaemon, on the other hand, I like the description, the fact that, like, hey, is Monzaemon, or is it an outfit that something is inside of it? You don't know. I mean,
a creepy dude.
Well,
jumped into a fucking bear suit.
Those who know the show or the games do know the answer in the end, but those who don't. You know?
Yeah.
It's not. We are comparing Digimon to Pokemon, but
we are.
It sounds like Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
That's the little
right. Sure.
Thing.
Sure. Kind of in a way. Yeah. Where Mimikyu takes on. I'm thinking more Ditto.
It's basically a ghost wearing a cover.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, here's the thing about both of these.
Sure.
I hate both of these.
What?
I'm going to go on record. I hate both of these.
Right.
Let me jump in for a second. Zex hates Monzaemon because it's yellow and not electric.
Yeah, exactly. Is it pink? Is Bewear a fairy type?
You're half right. I hate it because it's yellow. I don't care about that if it's electric or not. I fucking hate yellow. I hate the color yellow. But I also hate the color pink.
Apologize to Lad, first of all.
Yeah, what the fuck, Zex?
What?
He's wearing a yellow mask. Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
I hate yellow.
Well, racism.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Zex didn't know why Lad would be offended like that. I'm pretty sure that we're getting more evidence of the color blindness here.
So the eyes on Monzaemon really creep me out. Like
they're closed.
No, they're like this.
Yeah, he's squinty.
He's squinting.
He's me. He's essentially me.
It's not like I don't hate that, but it's also really creepy. But then I look at Bewear and I'm like, what the fuck is that thing?
Bewear is an affront.
Like and Bewear doesn't have a mouth, which annoys me too. But you can't do what people do with Diglett, you know, where I don't know if you've ever seen the meme where they said
its nose is the mouth.
Is its mouth.
Yeah.
And then you can never unsee it again.
And that's its tooth is the shiny on its nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is where you would put that in the video for the.
Wow, I like this fact that I don't have to edit shit. Zex is doing all the editing for me. Dude, right now, man, just fucking post a picture of Mr. Hands spreading his asshole. Like, fucking, like, all right, Zex, you the man, dog, you the man. Oh, fucking, we need Goatsy right here.
Doing whatever.
Okay, is there a story with the belly button patch on Monzaemon as well
No, that's just reference to like a stuffed animal that gets like a rip on it.
that he found in a dumpster?
It's an homage to King Hippo, clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Punch Out.
What the fuck?
You never played? Oh my god, Lad, you played Punch Out, right? You got the reference.
I knew the reference, yeah.
I'm fucking yeah, exactly. These two old motherfuckers. Am I right, Zex? It's funny.
Go back and play Mike Tyson Punch Out. Seriously,
it's the old.
You can't use that excuse.
The oldest and the youngest here know what the fuck they're the two middle ones like. What the fuck are they on about? What was I gonna say? No, do you guys want me to spoil the Monzaemon mystery?
Yes.
If there's something
It's
inside
not
of
like
it.
I'm going to be watching fucking Digimon to find out.
Wait a sec though. As we learned a couple of moves ago during the Digitamamon, Aurethious, make your decision before I tell the secret. Which do you like better?
Oh, okay. So, as creepy as the Monzaemon description is,
Yeah.
I have to go with Monzaemon here.
Okay.
Bewear just is too dissonant of a design.
Yeah.
And it's just there.
Yeah, it sucks. I remember when I first saw Bewear, I couldn't even believe what I was seeing when I was playing through fucking number 8 or whatever I was playing, and I see it running around on this island. I'm like,
The only thing I will say is it is absolutely terrifying watching one of those things run at you in Sword and Shield.
oh, shit, I don't even remember. I kept my distance.
It's not angry looking, but it's just this giant hulking thing charging at you, and then especially if you already know the Pokedex, you're like, oh my god, it's gonna come hug me.
Oh my god! Bad touch! Beware!
Personal space!
Yeah, I can't breathe. For me personally, before I even spoiler, Monzaemon's background, I am going with Monzaemon regardless. I think Monzaemon's a great fucking design, especially if you're talking stuffed bears versus fucking Bewear. I will admit the fact that they made Bewear cute looking, but then made it like kind of a horrific background. I appreciate that, but they didn't do it enough. It needed to be a little more extreme, you know? And if you didn't see the I'm still in Metal Gear Solid mode. If you didn't see the Pokedex entry, you wouldn't know. You just think, oh my god, a furry, ah!
Tell me about this Pokemon, Otacon.
Yeah. Listen here, Snake. Fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 Colonel. Fizzer's 61. So do you guys want to decide before I spoil Monzaemon, or?
Yeah.
All right. Lad, what do you got?
I'm going to choose Monzaemon. I don't like how Bewear has too many different colors. I don't like how it looks like it has, like, those fake little wearing bunny ears and all that.
Yeah.
It looks like it has that on, and it looks fucking stupid.
We're going for a fucking Digimon sweep. Come on, Zex!
I don't like that Bewear looks like it's 5 sausages put together.
Let me look at this.
Like it's like 5 sausages that you sewed together. And
okay, I get what you're saying.
I guess if you count the tail, it's 6 sausages.
It's a bunch of sausage.
Out of 2 very, very bad choices,
I disagree.
I will go with Monzaemon as well, because
finally a Digisweep.
It's just a slight edge over Bewear. I hate both of them, but Monzaemon, the red eyes, and I like the way that the limbs look at the end. Like,
sure.
Yeah, it looks better to me, even though it's yellow. I fucking hate it, but
I just think it's so funny. Like out of all the Digimon that we've seen so far, Monzaemon is like the least offensive one that we've seen, and Zex is still like, nah, it sucks.
I fucking hate this thing. It doesn't make it yellow.
I don't know why they picked the worst fucking colors in the world to put on all these things.
It's yellow. It's a stuffed animal. Of course, it's going to be yellow or brown. Those are like the 2 stuffed animal colors.
Have you ever seen a snuggle bear?
What the
Snuggle Bears
fuck
are
is a
white.
Snuggle Bear? First of
You
all,
remember Snuggle?
First of all-
Gotta find her, put up on the screen at this point.
yeah, here we go, Snuggle Bear. I'm gonna put a Care Bear up there. I'm gonna put an actual furry up there. And fucking put the whole fucking thing up there. Fine. You know what? I will find it. A sexy anime bear girl will go up there too. Fuck it. The Gambit. The Gambit.
A bear VTuber.
What's that?
A bear VTuber.
Bear V. I'm sure they're out there.
Probably.
I actually already thought of
okay.
one, but no. Like I said, fucking Monzaemon's great design, man. You put him up against a lot of others, I would go Monzaemon. I like Monzaemon.
Yeah.
Shame on you all for not remembering my playthrough of Digimon World, where you go to Toy Town. Well, yeah, Lad probably knows. Where you go to Toy Town and you find Monzaemon sitting in a chair, and you go up to him and you hit the talk button, and he falls down, and you're like, "Oh my god, it's just a suit. It's just a suit. I wonder if I could fit someone in this zipper behind here." And you go back doing your thing. You know, your guy dies, whatever. You're training him up. Oh my god, I fucked up. I have a Numamon. What do I do with Numamon? You know, Numamon's squishy. I bet he would fit in that fucking zipper. You know? And so you take him, and Numamon turns into Monzaemon, and then you can do the whole Toy Town mission, because you need Monzaemon's the only one who can go into Toy Town.
That is horrifying.
Remember when I said?
So is that, Is that actual canon? Is that actual canon that every Monzaemon has a Numamon inside?
No.
'Cause I can live with that.
It's still left as a mystery, but at least in that instance, it is proven that there is a Numamon inside that fucking Monzaemon. So it
So
almost
really,
keeps it.
Monzaemon is not a Digimon. It's a stuffed bear.
As much as fucking Ditto is a Pokemon.
But Ditto is a Pokemon.
Numamon's a Pokemon, Digimon.
Numamon's also a piece of shit.
Ditto is also a big
Hey,
blob
you
of fucking shit.
alone.
Yeah, you leave that piece of shit. Don't,
Okay, well,
Sukamon's the
Ditto
piece
can
of
move
shit.
on its own.
Numamon
It is-
is the vomit. Okay?
But it can move. It's
Yeah,
alive.
yeah.
The stuffed bear is not.
Monzaemon moves. Monzaemon has great attacks because it's not Numamon attacks no more. Monzaemon's attacks. You get the Digivolution fucking screen and everything. You have you have a plate of eggs, right? You have a plate of scrambled eggs, and you take some mayo and you put it on your egg. What do you got? Mayonnaise. It's different, you know? It's fucking different.
Of all the things that you could have combined, you chose mayonnaise and eggs.
Mayonnaise.
They're delicious.
Yeah. And then once again, for editing, include the Ilya clip right here. Moving on, because I feel like this is just going to turn into a cooking fucking stream. Fucking mayo. The problem with mayo is that it's slightly yellowish, and I hate yellow. It's not electric type. Let's talk about, how about, Zex mentioned earlier, he mentioned water. So let's talk about whales. Wailord versus Whamon. Wailord, it can sometimes knock out opponents with the shock created by breaching and crashing its big body onto the water. Fair. And Whamon, since it lives in the deepest parts of the net ocean, it is rarely ever encountered, and the organs in its eyes have degenerated. So it no longer has eyeballs.
This is another one of those Wailord went wrong and started doing meth and lives under a bridge now.
Listen, man, have you ever seen actual deep sea creatures? They're way scarier than Whamon.
Oh, I know. I actually think that Whamon looks amazing. That is like totally badass.
I love Whamon.
Why does Wailord look like a blimp?
That's exactly what it's meant to look like. It is meant to look like an aeronautical device. Yeah.
Okay.
I always felt like Wailord's design was really lazy because I mean it's just giant. Like you saw it in Gen 8, like when you go to the DLC or whatever, and it's out in the ocean, and it's just huge. But I always felt like it was just kind of meh, you know?
It's even worse because they finally put that giant one in the DLC because people complained about the scaling in that game. That was
Yep.
one of the big complaints when it first came out was the scaling. If you go back to Gen 3, I think, in Coliseum, the GameCube games.
Yeah.
I mean, the scaling in that game is like spot on. So like if a Wailord hits the field, it takes the entire field, and like everything else is like minuscule in comparison. It's great.
Which is, it's kind of fun. Its gimmick is not so much it's a whale or anything. Its gimmick is big. Its
Yeah.
gimmick is big.
I also have a feud with Wailord due to having to use him during one of our stupid egg challenge things that that I got a Wailord and he was completely fucking useless.
Sure.
I'm just admiring the
I'm leaving that whole
Wailmon.
pause in too.
That was a long
That,
pause.
that was so awkward. That made me start sweating. Like, oh my god, what are we doing here? I will take the reins. I'm gonna actually jump ahead a couple of steps. I'm gonna make up for that pause by saying I choose fucking Waymon in this. Waymon is like my number one all time Digimon. There's only one other one that can compete. And Waymon is the fucking shit. I love the design. I love the personality, which obviously you don't get much of. I love the fucking write-up of it. The fact that it explains where that giant shell on its head where, well, I don't see where its eyes are. It don't got no fucking eyes, because it don't need it. It's deep sea, bitch. I love it.
So this one for me is going to be one of those cases where my Pokemon experience actually hurts Pokemon.
Sure.
I've always wanted to really like Wailord,
Sure.
but it's awful.
Sure.
From a competitive battling standpoint, it's terrible. It has one of the highest hit point stats in the game, and its defenses are garbage, so it can't even use it. Like I've tried time and time again to make a competitively viable Wailord, and it's very much. I mean, it's a very hit or miss prospect. So, from a design standpoint, I actually don't mind Wailord. I think, like I said, I really wanted to I want to like it, but I'm not gonna argue. Waymon just looks cooler.
All right.
So
Very nice.
we're gonna go with Waymon just again, largely because my experience trying to use a Wailord has been
Tainted
frustrating at best. Yes.
It sucks too. It's one of those things where like they made Wailord, they realized it's big and it's obvious gimmick, and so they intentionally tanked its stats. It's like, no, just let, you got so much other broken shit. Why can't you let this one just be broken too? Like, what the fuck? Lad, what about you? What are you thinking?
Wailmon.
Yeah?
Very easy. It has a way better design than the Whale Hindenburg.
This fucking Nazi whale. No one remembers that the Hindenburg was a Nazi thing. The fucking Nazi whale. What about you there, Zex? I know you love the Nazis.
The thing I really like about Waymon is the there's like that cybernetic thing coming out of the neck and or like the top of the head into the body. Like,
Sure.
it's just that little bit. I think is really cool. I do not like that is brown. Now, brown, that's the color I'm choosing for this. Is that the correct color since I'm colorblind?
It's pretty brown, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty brown, yeah.
Guys, it's fucking yellow. He doesn't know it.
I don't like its teeth either.
Really?
But I do like that it's like kind of ripped up, like it's seen some shit, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna go with Waymon as well. And
Very
fuck
good.
Wailord.
I'm very happy because, like I said, Waymon is like one of my all-time favorite Digimon across the board, across generations, levels, anything. I love Waymon so fucking much. I feel like we've done some scary shit, stuff, furries, whales. Let's do something cutesy. How about, oh, I don't know. How about candles?
Oh
Let's-
no.
let's-
We should have known that he was gonna fucking do this.
The most terrifying one of them all.
Holy fuck!
So
Awesome.
it's Litwick versus Candlemon.
I thought for sure you were gonna do Chandelure. Thought for sure.
I'll be fair, I actually like Litwick. I love Chandelure. I love them all. I like those fucking group, man. So Litwick, the flame on its head keeps its body slightly warm. This Pokemon takes lost children by the hand to guide them to the spirit world. And then Candlemon, one theory suggests that the flame on its head is its true form and that the rest of its body is not but a dummy.
That thing is terrifying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Candlemon looks like something out of Beauty and the Beast gone wrong.
Yes, Beauty and the Beast in Detroit.
German version of the fairy tale.
It's the fucking the Brothers Grimm's version of the fucking Beauty and the Beast.
The Candlemon is like so much more complex than Litwick is. Like there's a lot going on with that.
Yeah.
Versus Litwick, which is just basically a lit candle.
It almost looks like a cupcake. You can't even tell.
Yeah, it could be a cupcake. Yeah. So the thing breathes fire too.
Yeah, it's fire element.
Ooh.
See, I could tell because there's fire in the picture.
And white means fire.
Yeah. So does gold.
Cool.
I love that the eyes on this one are good too. Like
Which ones?
Candlemon.
Which ones on Candlemon?
Oh, the red ones. Sorry,
Okay,
the
alright.
ones on the actual candle.
Yeah.
The ones that are blue are okay, but the ones that they're the same eyes, but they're just a different color. But
Sure.
The-
Look at
the-
Aurethious
the
leaning
red
in
ones.
with old man glasses. What the fuck are these kids talking about?
let me get out my magnifying glass.
Yeah. Where the fuck is they thinking?
I actually had to go in a little bit because it looks green from where I'm here, and then when I go in, I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
he's still
it's
playing up the
blue.
colorblind thing. Like, I don't believe this.
He's waiting for me to make a mistake on color.
yeah.
I also kind of like that its wings are made of wax.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's not feasible, but I mean, it's cool. I like the way that looks. I think that's. That being said, though, I like the flame color on Litwick better.
The kind of purpley dealio, blue
Yeah,
flame.
the blue and purple flame. Yeah.
I appreciate what they're doing with Candlemon. I like the fact that there is the fire is the candle I get it, but there's something about Litwick I just kind of like more. I think it's cute, and I give points to cute. Litwick is just adorable. They talk about, like, I'm not going to fucking raise Pikachus. I'm not going to let him evolve because it's Pikachu. He's cuter this way, right? I'd be the same way with Litwick. Anytime, B to cancel. You're adorable the way you are. So, Aurethious, lad, anything else to add? Oh, Aurethious, audio.
I'm muted.
Yeah.
Muted. Yeah. When you first said candle, I was actually wondering if you were gonna do the newly revealed ghost dog Pokemon that's got like a candle on its head.
That sounds
Griever.
cool. What's its name?
Griever, Greavard. And it's actually got kind of a terrifying description to it too.
Okay.
It says Greavard, like most other dog-type Pokemon, is friendly and playful. It has an affectionate personality and loves being given attention, and may follow trainers around when it's played with. However, it can be dangerous to keep Greavard around. It will slowly and inadvertently absorb the life force of those around it.
Oh, that is adorable. I think I hate it. I think it looks like shit. Unless it turns into something better, I think it looks like shit.
Yeah, we don't know if it's going to evolve yet, but
Its mouth is too huge. Something about it just looks like shit.
But
Interesting.
as far as the two that you did present here,
Yes.
I do like Litwick a lot. I'm not as much of a fan of Chandelure. Its design I'm not a huge fan of.
Sure.
But I do like the like Zex mentioned, like the purplish, like the blue purple flame deal.
Sure.
And there's, like I said, there's just something, I don't know, off-putting about the face on the flame of Candlemon.
Okay, all right.
If it didn't have that, I would be like, all right, I can kind of get behind this. But that, it's like, man, your flame's possessed too, and you're spitting fire out of your mouth, but not using the flame. It's just weird.
But which is what? Is the flame almost like controlling the body? You know, it's like a Power Ranger inside Megazord. What's going on? You know? Or is it just wearing like a dude who wears a hat that has like a face on it, you know, and ears? You see that? Is it like that? You don't know. We don't know. And it's not like a Monzaemon where we're gonna find out because no one gives a fuck about Candlemon enough to know. Just before anyone continues, I am going to give this one to Litwick. By the way, for me personally, I like Litwick just enough. It's like I said, it's adorbs, and I love the fact that it just kills kids. And like, it's not. Well, I guess no. Wait, I guess this Pokemon takes lost children. No, yeah, it just kills kids. If you don't have your parent around, you're fucking dead if you see a Litwick. And yeah, I would be that dumb kid. I'd be like, "Oh, you're adorable. Where are you taking me to Candyland?" I'm fucking dead.
And I don't know what the rest of any of the rest of the ones that you're going to bring up are.
Sure.
But like this is one of those, and it happens a lot with Ghost Pokemon. They have some really, really creepy and dark Pokedex entries. And this one is up there along with Drifloon. Drifloon's one of the worst too.
Drifloon almost made this compare. I ended up cutting him at the last minute because I just wanted a more concise list, and it was a bit of a stretch, the comparison. But yeah, Drifloon's great.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Drifloon, it's basically like a little balloon, and it basically tricks kids into grabbing onto it, and then it basically like yoinks them away.
Love it. And then cut to like the John Bonnell thing. This kid thought he was gonna have a fun time with Litwick in the woods. Little did he know his asshole would be filled with candle wax and dead. Like, holy shit! Because like it doesn't explain what they're doing to the kid. The kid's dead. So I assume it's a rape and kill sort of thing, just like real life.
Oh.
So you're giving it to Litwick in the end, then, Aurethious?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, lad?
I don't like the design for both of them. Litwick looks like a Discord mascot to me.
Sure.
Yep.
And Candlemon it's a little too over the top.
Sure.
I think might edge it out to Litwick.
Okay, all right. It really is. This one's unfair. They're technically both candles, but the design is so separated. So,
yeah.
I mean, this is what a funner comparison in a way because of that. But, Zex, what are you saying?
So, I am a humongous fan of horror, as you guys know.
Yes.
And I'm looking at this as if I was in a haunted house.
Sure.
And I had to see one of these, which one would scare me more?
Sure.
And Candlemon would definitely scare the shit out of me. Although, I mean, I could see Litwick being kind of creepy too. Like if it was in had like some children singing like la la or something like that,
Sure.
Like that would be creepy. But Candlemon would scare the fuck out of me with just itself. So I'm actually going to give the point to Candlemon.
Hey, LeMayo. Good on you. Good on you. Well, fucking fair enough. This is interesting. We're already seeing shit I didn't expect. I really thought for just no reason, particularly that Zex would just be pure Pokemon just because it's what he knows. But man, look at that.
I think I've given more points to fucking Digimon at this point.
Oh, do you want me to find out?
I can tell you right now.
Oh, by one. You've given one extra point to Digimon over Pokemon. Fair enough. You said you like horror, right?
Yeah.
Let's go real horror.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go horrific. Muk versus Raremon.
Damn, what the fuck is that thing?
Muk versus Raremon. Muk smells so awful it can cause fainting. Through degeneration of its nose, it lost its sense of smell. And then Raremon. Raremon extended its life by mechanizing its body, but its flesh continues to rot away, causing an unbearable odor and grotesque appearance.
Oh shit!
I actually was wondering if you were going to put Muk in here or Grimer. I thought you were going to do one of the two because, but I thought you were going to go with
Numamon?
Numamon as the comparison.
I debated it. I debated having Numamon. Almost was another one that got cut at the last minute. He had a different comparison, but I had to keep it more pure.
Trubbish?
What?
Was it Trubbish?
That came up. It was going to be that, and then it was going to be Ditto versus fucking Numamon.
No-brainer.
Pile of pink slime versus a pile of green slime that could turn into other Digimon and Pokemon. It's perfect. But no, this is Muk versus Raremon. Fuck those other piles of sludge.
Raremon is horrifying.
Raremon is a fucking abomination.
I like it.
That thing is awesome. It's got like fucking wires in it. It's got the cybernetic things. It's got pointy teeth.
Its ribs are fucking pointed out, like what's left of its flesh ribs are pointing out the bottom of it. Its eyes too are not symmetrical. It's a slab of metal, and each slab of metal has a sliver with like a real eyeball underneath it.
Does it have 3 eyes or 2?
Two eyes, but they're like fucking crooked.
Huh.
Like it's just a big pile of shit.
And what type of Digimon is it? Does it breathe fire?
No, it's a virus, so it's like poison, filth, that sort of shit.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Muk's fucking boring. I gotta say it. That I always thought Muk was boring as hell. Grimer was boring. I thought that the evolution from Grimer to Muk was boring. Like it's the same damn Pokemon but bigger.
It really is. Yeah, it really is a letdown.
Yeah.
I like how they used Muk in the show, where like usually it's like a chase thing or like oh my god, but yeah, in general, in a competitive sense, Muk sucks.
Aurethious has been very quiet.
Well, Aurethious has at least 7 competitive Muks on his fucking team, so he's affronted by this. I've got my defense Muk, I've got my special attacker Muk, I've got,
I got my electric Muk.
Yeah, stall Muk.
I actually like Muk.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I like Muk as a Pokemon.
Sure.
Raremon, I mean, from just a pure aesthetic, it's definitely the more disturbing of the two.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're directly comparable because I think that their stories sound way different.
Can I explain myself on that? Just one will. The reason that well, first of all, they're sludge piles, purple sludge piles. Because like even when you see it, even with the cybernetics and ribs and shit, he is a sludge pile Raremon. But also Muk, it says through degeneration of its nose, and then Raremon through degeneration of its whole fucking body. Both stink. So degeneration, both stinking, purple sludge piles.
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison.
I'm just defending. I'm not saying it's good or not. I'm just defending, making sure we all know. Back to you, Aurethious.
Yeah, no, I feel like Muk is just kind of like a generic poison sludge Pokemon, and Raremon seems like this just devolving creature that is trying to hang on to its life with any like.
Fucking Betty Whitemon over here.
Yeah. Wow.
I like how he agrees. He's like, yeah, no, no, dude.
I was agreeing with the first part, and then the Betty White part came out. I was like, oh wait, no.
the fucking Queen Mon over here. You fucking old looking Rudy Giuliani ass looking motherfucking Mon over here. Anyway, go on with Chiz. What about you, lad? What are you thinking down there?
I really love the design of Raremon. This is my first time actually seeing him.
Oh, okay.
I just thought of him being probably a former Digimon that's melting away. Because I like the effects of the old horror movies where people are melting away in that.
Sure.
I'm just picturing him over time being normal and melting away, and I really love that design a lot.
I will go on a
Like
limb
in,
though.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
Poltergeist where his face melts in the mirror?
Meanwhile, I'm thinking
Yeah.
John Carl Beekler's Incredible Melting Man. That fucking sucks.
that too, yeah.
That sucks. That movie. For me personally, I actually don't hate Muk per se. I agree though that it just doesn't feel used right to me. Raremon is upsetting to look at genuinely, and even though I don't like that, I am gonna give it to him because I will one day be my own Raremon, trying to hold on to what life I have. Fucking tubes out of my ass and shit, you know. Fuck. What about you, Aurethious? What do you say? You say Muk or Raremon?
I think the story with cool. I think the design is really cool, but you can't put Muk in here and not have me pick Muk. So.
All right, fair enough. Well, yeah, you said you like Muk, so fair is fair, man. Fair is fair. What about you, lad? What are you saying?
It's gonna be Raremon. I
Yeah.
like the idea of it melting away, and Muk, it's fine, but you can just color swap it to brown and it looks like shit. So
Yeah, you know what? When you put it that way,
He's right.
yeah, by God, you know. What about you there, Zex?
100% Raremon. That's
Ooh.
like, yeah, that is fucking awesome. I didn't even know this existed.
He's down now.
I'm all for things that are zombie-like this. This is perfect. I way more interesting than Muk. Now, I will say I did like Muk in the anime because of the way they used Muk in the anime.
Yeah, which is what I said too. They used him in a horror-ish way where he's always like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, but you can't beat that. Like, just look at that thing. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Raremon.
Well, I feel like that was pretty gross, slimy, dirty. Let's go something clean and pure. Let's go like watery. How about coral reefs? As we go,
God,
Corsola versus Sangomon.
I am just so wrong on all of these. The ones I think you're gonna pick, I thought you were gonna pick that one you used to use against me in IPL all the time. The one that you, it was like a dragon.
Kikumuku?
No,
Oh,
God, no. Fuck that thing.
No. Dragalge or whatever?
Yes, that's that one. The purple dragon thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a sea dragon with
Yeah, a seahorse with it's like
all over
seaweed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, coral reefs. We're going Corsola versus Sangomon. Corsola, it will regrow any branches that break off its head. People keep particularly beautiful Corsola branches as charms to promote safe childbirth. Versus Sangomon, living in the shallows of the net ocean, it often mingles with other species due to its gentle disposition and cheerfulness.
Very
Does the
cheerful.
fist come on?
What? Who?
Does the fist come along with Sangomon?
I don't know. I couldn't find any pictures. Sometimes it was there, sometimes it wasn't.
How is the fish there?
I was gonna say, I mean, it's real
underwater?
it's real gentle, friendly Digimon that's got a fish impaled on it.
Listen, I mean, it is. Look at it. It's adorable. As far as you know, it could be a fucking hat. You know, because like I said, I found pictures where the fish was there. I found pictures where the fish wasn't there. It could be a beret.
I do like Sangomon's arms, like the what are that thing called? What are they called? Fuck, you guys know.
Sea urchins?
I get, yeah, okay, fine. Not, yeah, I guess. I like that, but the color contrast on this one is
Wait.
not good.
Wait. I know what you're talking about. Give me a second. I know what you're talking about. It's
We'll
not sea
figure it out
urchin.
after the
A sea
podcast
urchin
is
is a spiky motherfucker. What was that goddamn hentai I was jerking my big old dick to? 2 seconds here. Anyway, keep talking.
Yeah, now, what color would you say this is? Because they're both pink.
Pink and blue.
No, I
Pink and
mean,
blue.
like, Corsola is pink, and
Sangomon
Sangomon,
is magenta.
top half is pink.
Magenta.
This is pink. What I want you to do is, hang on, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm gonna pull up the fucking one. Yeah, red claws versus the pink of this
Lamprey.
lamprey. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
That was gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I like the way that looks, but other than that, I don't really like the way the Digimon looks in general. It's the eyes again. Why did you go with yellow eyes?
Well, because yellow goes with that color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine, but still, Corsola is just like Corsola is just a cool Pokemon. I think I may be a little biased because I liked Corsola and I had it on my IPL team.
Well, you like
No, wait,
Corsola.
whoa. You did, yeah. So you like the Galarian Corsola.
Yeah, you did not like
I had
Corsola.
a Corsola too. I just never used it against you guys.
Exactly. Don't count.
Yeah, I liked Corsola a lot
balls in
too.
the forest.
Fair enough. For me personally, I think Sangomon is a such a shame. That is unfortunately where this episode ends. For those who don't know, most didn't. My computer just decided it would prefer to be a toaster, and except instead of ejecting 2 pieces of toast, it decided to pretty much eject my fucking drives. Both of them just said nope. Literally in the middle of recording, my computer just said, "Let's just save what we did so far and never turn on again." And so, as you can tell by how much longer my beard is, it's 2 months later, and the rest of the episode's lost, unfortunately. The rest of the recording. So shame on that, honestly. I'm here to pretty much just bring a close to the episode, so to speak, what I can do. When we left off, Digimon was in the lead. Who would have expected that? Maybe we should just end the episode where it's at. But I do want to talk about some of the other ones that came up. Unfortunately, I can't get into the level of detail and top. Like, I'm not going to go into the arguments that were made. I'll just give the results. Because, I mean, that's all really anyone cares about anyway. So Corsola and Sangomon there. They were dueling it out when the episode ended. Corsola ended up sweeping it on Sangomon. As you could probably kind of tell from the way people were talking. It was fucking Sangomon is abomination. After that, we had Hyarimon win against Cubchoo. Hey, that's all right, I guess. 2 shitty, awful designs. We had Blastoise absolutely clean sweep Jumbo Gamemon, which rightfully so. Shit. Although it was, you look at that, it sucks because there was so much cool stuff with the episode where we talked about like their background, their similarities and stuff. I mean, that's 2 turtles made of metal, like metal parts, full of water. Like, what the fuck? Haunter would end up sweeping Bakamon, which I don't. Literally during the episode, rounds later, I was still talking. I don't know if because Haunter's my favorite, but Bakamon fucking rules. Even now, I'm like, did I choose right on that? But it stands, so what can you do? Primate tied it with Mojamon, which was not a here nor there. They're really both kind of bleh. Bleh. They both have ideas of greatness, but bleh. Poliwag and Otamamon tied it, which once again, the idea is there, but bleh. Bleh. Excuse me. Arbok ended up winning against Sandramon, which fair is fair. Fair is fair. I can't even look at Sandramon. Fucking Raikou got absolutely smashed on by Sabreleomon, which once again, rightfully so. Look at that. Look at that fucking thing. No way. Gyarados clean sweep Seadramon, which I love Seadramon, but fucking it's Gyarados, man. Shit. Hagurumon clean sweep Clang, but if a tree falls in the woods, it's a fucking who gives a fuck? I've never seen a competitive Clang when it comes to Pokemon that I can recall. And Hagurumon, you never see it on a fucking team, like as far as an actual fighting team. Shit. Shiftry and Shiramon tied it up. That's literally if a tree eagle ninja fucking falls in the woods. If two ninja tree eagles 69 in the woods, does anyone give a fuck? The answer is no. Sharpedophile just beat out Submarimon, which I'm shocked how close that was. You figured that would be a sweep. Submarimon. Whew. Whew. Trevenant tied with Cherrymon. I did the tree joke twice. 3 times is almost too much, isn't it? And then finally, mirroring real world animals, the Relicanth went up against the Coelamon, as in, the Coelacanth. Here's the example of that. And Relicanth won it, which, fair is fair, I guess. Boring, but accurate to real world versus not accurate to logic. Fucking, but, kind of fun. What can you do? So in the end, yeah, Pokemon won. What can you do? Pokemon fucking took it. Congrats. But you gotta admit, it was a lot closer than you thought. It was a lot closer than you thought. We had super Pokemon fan Aurethious here. I thought Zex was gonna be kind of Pokemon, but more neutral. He ended up being pretty fucking Pokemon. But on the flip side, Lad, who I thought was gonna be pro Digimon neutral, end up being just super Digimon. So what can you fucking do? What can you do? But I would almost love, if the interest was there, to keep it going, because our conversation was great. I was having so much fun. I think we dived in deeper than I thought we were going to when we started breaking down color patterns, and I know they were talking about the eye design on like the first batch of Digimon, how like marbly it was. Like it was actually pretty fucking, I was pretty happy with it. It wasn't a my favorite versus your favorite fest, which is what it very easily could have been. But yeah, with that all said and done, unfortunately that is the end of the episode. What a lame way to end such a fun fucking episode. Be sure to check out the links down below for our good friend Aurethious, for our good friend Zexxios, and for our good friend the Lad. And we'll catch you next episode with something fun. Who the fuck knows what? I have a list of ideas that we all talk about, and there's no unifying theme, which is perfect. It's just perfect. I'm gonna see if I could talk to. I'm gonna see if I could bring Aurethious, Zexxios, and the Lad back. Maybe some others too. Maybe I'll bring like a whole group on, a focus group, and we'll do Pokemon versus Digimon, but we'll do it in like by fuckability, Put that fucking Gardevoir up against Renamon and see like, let's really hash out who's the fucking who's the semen demon around this motherfucker, huh? Is it Suezo from Monster Ranchers? Is it the orange cat from Yokai Watch? Don't ask me to name that shit. Quick, someone name another battle franchise that had a TV show, like a monster collecting. Anyway, enough rambling. I can ramble forever, obviously. You have yourselves a good one. Thank you for watching. And next time, hopefully something good. Here on Let's Talk About X. Check it out.